Hey everyone, my name is Leche Koza and today I'm going to be sharing with you some miracles that God has done for my life. How He saved me so many times from dying, and I want to share this with you so that you will know how great and how awesome our God is and how awesome is the God I serve, and that is Jesus. How He has saved me so many times from those incidents. And the first incident I want to share with you is when I was 7 years old. I almost drowned in the water, and I will not be going much into detail about that, but I had swallowed a lot of dirty water, and at the right time an uncle came and he saved me, or else I would have been dead. The next incident happened when I was 8 years old. I was riding a bicycle returning home from school, and then I was carrying a 5-year-old girl at the back seat. And as I was riding home, a big vehicle came right in front of me, and then it was running straight towards me, and then I was almost gonna get hit by the car. At that very moment, my dad saw a vision that a devil was trying to, kill me with a sword. He was holding a sword in his hand and he was almost about to hit me. And during that time, my dad prayed harder for me. And as he prayed, the devil disappeared. And at that very moment, the car turned right all of a sudden. I don't know how that happened, but I just went straight. I did not turn right or left. I just kept on riding straight, and the car itself turned right. And I was like, okay, what just happened? And then I told the girl that was behind me, it is God who has saved both of us today, or else we would have been dead. And then people surrounded us, people were watching us with awe, they're like, how did this girl got saved? They were literally expecting me to die, but I did not die. It's actually funny how they were expecting me to die. I mean, not in a negative way, but they were just, waiting for something to happen, but nothing happened. During that time, my mom was a teacher in the school I used to study, so one of our teachers saw me, and then he saw the incident that happened, and then he went running to my mom and said, your daughter would have been dead today if it wasn't for God. Upar wale ne usse bachaya. He was a Hindu, by the way. And he said that, and mom rushed to my dad. She explained everything to my dad, and then my dad was like, oh, that's the reason why I saw that vision. I saw that somebody was about to hit Leche with a sword, and then I prayed and that it disappeared. It's amazing how God can save us like that. It's amazing how I kept riding the bicycle like nothing even happened. And I was very young during that time, so I didn't think much about it. I didn't ponder upon it much, but now that I think about it, I get chills because I literally would not be alive right now if God didn't save me that day. I would not be making this video right now. Now, this next incident happened when I was about 12 years old. I don't remember how old I was exactly, but anyway, I was riding on a two-wheeler. I mean, I was not riding it. A sister was riding and I was sitting at the back. We were speeding, and then one person came right in front of us, and then the sister, who was riding, she put the brakes, and then we fell down. We fell down so badly that everyone surrounded us and they tried to help us. They tried to, they were helping us to get up. And that sister's shoulder was injured during that time, but nothing happened to me. Not even a single scratch, and that was a very big miracle. Okay, so the next incident happened when I was in 10th standard, I guess. I was riding a bicycle on the road, and then I had this urge to shift to the right. And then as I was about to shift to the right, something in my heart told me to stop, and then I thought, okay, why not go straight for a while? Let me just keep riding straight for a while. And then that moment, the very moment I thought that, a bike speedingly came racing from behind and on my right, and I thought, oh wow, I was shocked, and I thought it was just a matter of seconds. It was just a matter of milliseconds. I was almost about to shift to the right, and during that time I realized that it was God who prompted me to pause. The bike was in such a great speed that if I had shifted to the right, there was no way I could have been saved. It would have straight away just kill me on the spot. Now, last but not the least, I want to share with you an incident that happened to me very recently. That was this year. I think it was in the month of May. I went with my classmates and teachers for trekking. It was kind of an it was a practical activity where we had to collect some specimen like tadpoles and all. And then as we were climbing up the mountain, there were some boys who were helping us climb up because it was steep, and then we girls, we could not climb up by ourselves. So boys were helping us to climb up. And there was some boy who was, pulling girls up with using an umbrella. With the umbrella handle, he was just pulling the girls up. And when it was my turn, the handle of the umbrella broke. And then I fell. But before I could slide down, the boy caught my hand and then he was trying to pull me up. But as you know, you might not know, but I'm kind of heavy. And then he was struggling a lot. There was one boy behind him who was helping him also to pull me up, but they were not able to pull me up. And then I was hanging on to that hand for about like 5 minutes. And then during that time, by the way, there were also students below me and they were on the right side. So there was no possible way that they could reach me to help me, even if they wanted to help me. And then I just closed my eyes and then I prayed, Lord, please save me. Please save me. I know you will save me. And even if this is the last day of my life, even if you do not save me, please forgive me for all the wrong things that I've ever done in my life. And please let me go to heaven. I'll go to heaven. I'll meet you. I'm coming to you, Lord. But in my heart, I was like, oh, but Lord, you can save me. I know you'll save me. I was trying so hard to climb up, but I was not able to push myself up because there was no support at the bottom of my feet. There was nothing to support me. I had a near-death experience. In my heart, I knew that this could be the last day of my life and this could be the end. And I was just, praying to God. I started remembering my parents. I started remembering all the people I love. And fear had left me completely. My heart was filled with peace. I felt like I was in a dream. I snapped out of reality. I didn't even feel like I was, holding on to that hand. I didn't feel like I was heavy. I was just, my body just became weightless. And I stopped trying to climb up. I was just, I just gave up, and then I was almost about to leave the guy's hand. I was just ready to let go. And then during that time, at the very moment when I was almost about to let go, one student climbed up on top of my teacher, and then he somehow managed to, give a little push at the bottom of my right foot. And then that gave me a support to climb up a little. And then I lifted my left leg, and then I placed it in a crack that was over my head. Like it was literally above my head, about 3 to 4 inches above my head. And then using that support, I was able to climb up at the right time. By the way, I'm a hypermobile person, and I would not have been able to climb up if I was not a hypermobile person. I would not have been able to lift my leg up that high. And if you don't know what hypermobility is, this is how it looks like. So yeah, God gave me a flexible body, and then I was always able to do that. I did not have any training, or I did not learn that from anywhere, but I used to do that ever since I was a little girl, and I used to kind of entertain my friends. Now that I think about it carefully, I feel like God created me that way for that specific situation, because there was no way I could have lifted up my leg that high with the other leg being totally straight. And it amazes me how God can use something like hypermobility to save me. It's really amazing. And I also want to thank the person who pushed my leg just on time. Our God is a God of miracles. Our God is a God of wonders. He saves, Jesus redeems. He died so that we could live. God saved me so many times from dying. He saved me from drowning. He saved me from a car accident, from a bike accident. He saved me from falling off a mountain. And yet the greatest miracle till now is that I've been saved from eternal hell. This is the greatest miracle that I've experienced in my life. the eternal burning fire. I've been saved from that. Jesus died on the cross for me, and my sins were laid on him, and I wear his righteousness today. I wear his salvation, and even you can wear his salvation today. Are you willing to be saved? Are you willing to experience a miracle in your life? Believe in Jesus. Believe and acknowledge that he died for you and that he rose again on the third day. The resurrection, that is the greatest miracle of all time. God bless.